Hello everybody, Weeb Rabbit here, and today I'm going to play a little game, which sounds funny to say little game when it is a well-beloved franchise and stuff. But today I will be taking a look at Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Now, if this video, goes up the time I think it will, if everything goes well, this should be the first video on my channel, in which case, welcome, I want to do something special for my first video, and like I said, if everything goes as planned, then I should be taking a look at this collection. Now, this collection, the games in it are near and dear to my heart. I love the Mario franchise. I've, grown up with it, played all the games, I love the series. So yeah, as a, first video, I just think it'd be fun to, I won't spend too long. I'll spend a little bit of time playing each of the games, giving some commentary, and yeah, maybe I'll even say a little bit about myself, seeing as this is a new channel, and, hopefully you guys get to know me a little bit better. But with that being said, let's dive on in with Super Mario 64.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
Yeah, we have our iconic intro where we get the sweep of the castle, and then Mario's gonna come out of the pipe right now and everything. I think it's pretty cool. Now, personally, I will say, especially, I guess I'll say it too, that way you guys kind of, get an idea of me, but I play on all systems, alright? I have a Nintendo Switch, I have a PS4, I have an Xbox One all digital that I got for, really cheap, I, game on PC sometimes, I have a Steam account, all that good stuff. And so, yeah, I will admit, as excited as I am for this collection, honestly, guys, I will say, if you're just a Switch gamer, then I'll say, yeah, get the collection if you can, even if it is limited, because, if you really want to play the games that bad, go ahead. But guys, if you have not heard of it, there is a version that is, the PC version, that version is magical. You can, upscale it, you can give Mario, a more modern look. There's all sorts of mods that come with it. It's awesome. I would say, if you guys have, the know-how, look into it, Not hating on this version. This is, the classic, basically, that we all grew up with. But if you are able to look up that, PC version, I would say look into it, Alright, the controls feel good. I like it. It feels very smooth and stuff. It's awesome. Alright, of course, where we hear about Bowser. Alright, perfect. Alrighty. Something I want to try out real quick. I don't remember how to do a backwards long jump. Honestly, it's been a while. The most I can do for you guys, there you go. I'm doing backflips for you guys. There you go. That's the most I can do for you guys. Yeah, if you talk to the Toads, I remember I grew up with the GameCube, so, a little bit about me. The first, console I actually owned, not that I played on, because I used to play on my uncle's consoles all the time, Super Nintendo, N64, all that stuff, Dreamcast, etc. But the first, console that I got for Christmas, that I actually owned, was a GameCube. And yeah, I remember when I was playing Luigi's Mansion, and I heard this little jingle when you talk to the Toads, when you save them in Luigi's Mansion. I remember being so surprised and doing that face of oh, I recognize that noise. It's a pretty cool little throwback, or at least I think it's a throwback. It sounds like the same noise to me. I don't know, but yes, big Bob-omb on the summit, of course. Alrighty. It's weird because if you read the thing, it says that they actually are in the middle of a war. You're in a war zone. So that's really weird to think about, isn't it? The first level you go to is a legit war zone, and all these things are just happening. It's kind of strange. But yeah, what was I gonna say, guys? Yeah, I was saying that I play on all consoles. So yeah, even though right now I am, taking a look at Mario, and it is a very well-known game. What I kind of plan to do, I don't plan to do, I guess I'll take a step back. Basically, what do I plan to do on the channel? On the channel, I hope to do a few things. One thing that I really hope to do is I want to do one-offs of all sorts of indie games coming out. Like already I've started like looking at some of them, playing them. I'm already like in the process of recording them and editing them, all that good stuff. So one thing that I plan to do is a lot of one-offs on indie games, because I feel like there's all sorts of like really good indie games coming out all the time, you know, for Switch and on Game Pass and, you know, on PC, all that good stuff. And so yeah, if there's just a game that maybe, let's say, I mean, like I play on PC, but I'm not like too into the PC. It's probably the system I play on the least, honestly. But yeah, let's say there's like a game that has been on the PC for a while, and I noticed that it just got ported to like Game Pass or like Switch, which usually that's where I'm able to get the games like really easy and really cheaply. Then I might like do a video covering the game. That way, you know, you guys, I think it'd be cool to cover it so it gets like attention, and I think it'd be cool that way you guys learn about the games and you can see what they're like, and you can decide for yourselves, you know, after seeing me play it, like, hey, I saw Weeb Rabbit playing this little indie game. I think it'd be cool to like, you know, check it out or whatever. Like that's my dream. That's one of the things I would like to do with the channel. That's something I would like to accomplish, to do all sorts of one-offs of indie games. And, you know, maybe that'll help you guys make up your minds of whether you want to play them or not. I think that'd be really cool. So that's one thing I want to do on the channel. Another thing I want to do on the channel, and like I said, I've already started doing this too. I'm in the process of editing and uploading all that good stuff, is that I want to do LPs with friends. Because honestly, I don't know if I could like run an LP by myself. I feel like I don't really have the like, I don't know, like the experience or like expertise to like sit there and play like a whole game by myself and give commentary. But with a friend, you know, I think it would be like a little easier. So another thing that I plan to do is that, yeah, if there's like a game I want to play for whatever reason, I'll invite a friend over. Like I have a friend that he has a YouTube channel, and you guys will see that I'm gonna start putting episodes up, and it's me playing a game with him, and we're, yeah, basically playing together, and he's giving commentary, and he's, you know, giving input and stuff, and I just think it's like really fun to do that. So yeah, I'll probably do like LPs with friends if there's games that I think like the content's interesting or whatever. And, you know, other stuff that I plan to do, since my name is Weeb Rabbit and I am super into anime, one thing that I hope to do is I really hope to maybe alright, so we continue. Alright, perfect. So yeah, I'll just go back in here. I'm gonna do a couple more of these. Another thing I hope to do is that I hope to talk about anime on the channel. Like, I don't really know how I'm gonna do it yet. I know it's kind of difficult because of like, you know, there's always like copyright stuff that can hit you, and your videos can get banned in other countries and stuff. Like, trust me, I know about all that. But if I could, oh god, I got hit hard. Let me get a coin real quick. I don't want to like die. But yeah, if I could, you know, do reviews of different. Yeah, I think I'm making it harder. Yeah, I'm like risking my life more than. Let's just like defeat Bob-ombs and let's get their coins. Let's just get that coin and let's run back over here. But yeah, like I was saying, like if I could somehow, yeah, I'm playing like really risky. I'm like distracted, but yeah, hopefully I can do it. I was saying, yeah, if I could like find a way to talk about anime in an interesting way, maybe like, you know, the anime of the season, or maybe like one anime each week, you know, just share anime that like is interesting and it's fun, it's unique, that sort of thing. If I could find a way to do it, then yeah, I would like to talk about anime on my channel. Like, I think that would be really interesting. I think that'd be really fun. And last but not least, another thing that I would like to cover on the channel is just like miscellaneous like lists and predictions and stuff. Because like, in the past, you know, it's really fun. I've like told people, you know, I think, you know, this character will make it into Smash, or I think this game will get like a revival or whatever. And it's actually like happened. Like, I've actually been pretty good at like predicting some of the stuff. And so I think having videos with that kind of content would be, I think it'd be fun, you know? Alright, perfect. Got the star. So yeah, I was gonna say, in case you're wondering what you can expect on the channel, it'll be one-offs of indie games, and bigger releases like this too. You know, if I can find a way to like buy the game and record it, and you know, I think I can get it out on time. So it'll be like releases of, you know, one-off releases, LPs with friends, hopefully, you know, discussions about anime, and maybe a couple of lists or like prediction videos here and there talking about, you know, like the gaming industry. I think that would be fun. All right. So I know I've been kind of talking a lot. I haven't been making it about me. But yeah, try to talk about the game. Alright, so I'm gonna race this guy. If you guys know it, you have to race this guy. It should be pretty easy. Hopefully I'm not too rusty. I would hope not. You know, I hope I'm not too rusty, like I said. It has been a while since I played Mario 64. But yeah, the game, I think it runs good. I think it is unfortunate that, I mean, it kind of leaked before the game came out, but it seems like this isn't really like a port even. It seems like what they're doing is that they're just basically, I don't know, Nintendo basically has made it so that the Switch is basically emulating the games in the collection, which is kind of weird. So a lot of people are saying they're kind of lazy for that. But I don't know, I mean, it's fine, I think. I'm just happy we have the games to play, you know what I mean? I think they run smooth. I think they run pretty well. I'm, you know, playing it on my freaking huge TV. It's playing well. I don't really see any frames dropping or anything. I haven't seen any screen tearing or anything, so I don't know. I mean, could they have maybe done better? Yeah, but I'm pretty happy with what we got. You know, I think this game, for instance, it looks really good and it plays really smooth, so I'm happy with, you know, at least this part of the collection so far. And where is that Koopa? I feel like there he is. I was gonna say, I feel like it's been ages since I got here. Alrighty, and that is star number 3. Perfect. Alrighty guys, so when it comes to the collection and it comes to Mario 64, it feels like the game that you grew up with. It feels the same as you would expect, so yeah, I don't think I'm gonna really cover much more of it. I mean, I think it feels pretty, you know, it's pretty par for the course. So with that being said, you know, I will see you over on Sunshine. So I'm gonna skip over to Sunshine. I'll see you there. Alright, and we are back. Hello everybody, Weeb Rabbit. I said I'd meet you guys on the other side, and sure enough, here I am. I was curious about the options. Before I would have like the whole surround sound setting and rumble and other stuff, so, this is different. But yeah, guys, here we are with Super Mario Sunshine. We're gonna start a new file, and as the little cutscene plays, I can probably talk over it. It doesn't really show much. It just shows they're gonna arrive on the island or whatever. Yeah, see, there we go. It's all mucky and stuff. But yeah, guys, I guess, you know, like, I want to make it about the game, but at the same time, I do kind of want to make it about me a little bit, since this is like the first video on the channel. Well, really quick, let me point out, in this game, everybody talks, which is super weird. Everybody has a voice, which, like...
What's this icky paint-like goop? It's moving! No, boys, don't touch that stuff.
Yeah, which is like super weird. Everybody in this game talks, which like you're not usually used to, you know what I mean? Like even in like other games, they say like a few words, you know what I mean? So it's so weird for everybody to be talking.
Excuse me,
But anyway, as I was trying to say, for anyone who doesn't know, this game is kind of a black sheep in the Mario family. Like, compared to something like 64 or like Galaxy, where it's all about like these levels and you're playing through them and you're getting stars and stuff. Like, yes, you're doing that, but in those games, you know, there's different environments, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, you know, in the 64, you jump into the paintings, and each painting takes you to like a different world, basically. There's like a lava world, there's an ice world, there's like a, you know, underwater thing, that sort of thing, and you're collecting stars. Here, I mean, in Galaxy, same thing. You know, there's like a galaxy that's for ghosts. There's a galaxy that's for fire, that sort of thing. What makes this game weird, though, is that even though, yes, you are running around and you are collecting different, you know, stars and different levels and doing different missions, what's weird is that it all sticks to the idea that Mario is on this island, and so you just are visiting different parts of the island. So that's what makes it weird. It's like there's like one unifying theme, which is different. And not only that, for anyone who's never played the game before, you know, I definitely, you know, I'd say play it. I think it's great. I recommend it. But everything that's different is that, yeah, you use this thing right here.
Power up complete. Thank you for purchasing this item from GAD Science Incorporated. Preparing to register customer information.
Oh, so if you look in the bottom left, it's actually a pretty cool little Easter egg. You can actually see Mario fighting Bowser in different games, which is pretty fun. Yeah, so this duck-looking thing is Flood. And yeah, that's what's different about this game. You spend the whole game partnered with Flood. And so Flood talks to you, and you use him to shoot water and as a jetpack and stuff. So that's what's so different compared to other Mario games. In other Mario games, you're running around, and you know, you're using power-ups and you're collecting stuff. But here, it's like one big theme, where you're on an island, you're cleaning, and you're using this guy. You're partnered with Flood. So that's very different. It's really weird.
To refill tank, enter a body of water and press the button.
So I was looking, the controls sound about the same. They don't sound too different from the. They don't sound too different from the GameCube version. So no, I did not want to hear that. Yeah, I don't want to repeat it. All right. So yeah, the game. Okay. So yeah. So I was trying this out earlier. So A is jumping. B's also jumping, interesting enough. Okay, so that's to like grab, which used to be B, I think, so it's weird it's Y now. Yeah, X is to switch the nozzles. Yeah, see, before Y used to be to first-person view, which that's different. So yeah, R is still to spray. As you can tell, like I said, it's all about spraying and cleaning. So if you spray the graffiti, you know, you clean it up, so that's the same. Let's see. So yeah, I did this earlier. AL is still ground pound. Okay, this is a little bit different. Before, since you had analog triggers, I think call them. Before, it used to be that if you would press it down a little bit, Mario would spray while running around, and if you pressed it in all the way, then Mario would stop. Here, though, it doesn't react like that. Now, if you want him to spray and stop, you press what would be, what is it, R1? Although I forget what they're called on the Switch, but it's like the top right trigger. You press that and he stops, so that's different. And then, that's how you get your view. You actually press R3, you press down on the R stick, and that's how you get this. This is what I was talking about. You used to be able to press Y for that. Now you have to press down on the stick, which is different. Okay. So the controls are a bit different, but I would say it's not too big of a deal. I'd say, you know, they're similar. So, really quick, as I was saying, yeah, I know a lot of people were not very fond of this game. They thought it was really weird with the whole, like, cleanup thing, and the fact that Mario doesn't really go to different environments. It's all just, like, different parts of the island. But really, I really love this game, you know? You know, I would say it's not just nostalgia, because honestly, was this the first console game, like, I ever owned? Yeah, you know, I mean, I'll be honest, you know, my parents bought me a GameCube when I was like, what was it, like 7 or 8? And this was like the first console game I ever owned. But even then, you know, going back to it, I still really like the game. I find myself, you know, I've played on emulators and over the years, and on the Wii, you know, backwards compatibility and stuff. And I like this game. I really like it. I think it holds up. I think it's like a really fun game. I think it's really unique with the whole, you know, using the flood to clean stuff and traversing and stuff. And I really like the levels. Like, a lot of people aren't fond of the levels because, like I said, they're all, you know, on the island. But I'm a big fan of the levels. I think the levels are like really creative and really nice. And honestly, I would love to see Nintendo tackle that again. Where, yeah, Mario's in one location, but each like part, you know, each piece of the location has a different thing going on. You know, that kind of reminds me of like the Luigi's Mansions game, for instance. You know, like the first and the third one, you're in one location, but they make it feel so different, you know? So yeah, as you can see, I got not a star, but a shine sprite. Because in this game, the MacGuffin, you know, the collectibles are shine sprites. Which I think they're actually going to explain in a little cutscene coming up. So I'm going to see about me staying, you know, as quiet as I can during those. We'll see.
Quite an unusual device. Is it some sort of pump?
I am Flood, glad to meet you.
Hey, someone's coming.
So yeah, you would think that they would be happy with Mario because he, you know, took it upon himself to clean everything up, but no. He is in jail. It would be great if they just gave you a game over right there, like game over.
Court is now in session.
As you are no doubt aware, someone has been senselessly defacing fair Isle Delfino using some paint-like substance. The accused is charged with polluting our beautiful home, and yes, endangering our very way of life. Indeed, how can one not be aware of what is going on? Though it is daytime in Delfino Plaza, our poor residents tremble beneath a veil of darkness. Expert shine scholars have determined that this darkness has arisen because all of our guardians, the shine sprites, have vanished from their gathering spot at the Shine Gate. The reason? It's quite obvious. This horrible graffiti is to blame. Behold this sketch of the perpetrator.
Yeah, so as you can tell, there was that doppelganger that Peach noticed. They think it's Mario. So basically that's what sets off the game. They think Mario is the culprit, and so they're basically making him do like community service to keep him out of jail.
I order the defendant to clean this entire island. Until Isle Delfino is completely free of his vile handiwork, Mario shall not be allowed to leave. Court adjourned.
So yeah, it's just such a weird premise for the game. Mario's just in jail. Look, we're looking at Mario. He's in jail. And yeah, like the game's just weird. It's like, oh yeah, there's like these little guardian star things that, yeah, apparently they're all gone, so you have to collect them all and return them to the gate eventually and stuff. It's a weird premise.
It is a shine sprite. Shine sprites are the source of power on Isle Delfino. They used to gather in great numbers at the Shine Gate, but the graffiti incident has polluted the island and most of the Shine Sprites have fled. There is no longer any power to support the peaceful lifestyle of the islanders. It is most pitiable. The only way to ensure the return of the Shine Sprites...
Like, Flood's kind of weird, right? He's basically just this little weird robot pump thing. And I mean, he has come back in the sense that I know in like the newest Smash Bros, you know, in Ultimate, he is on Mario's back. You do use him for a move. But I think it's a shame that they haven't returned to this setting. Or a similar setting, you know what I mean? Like, it's a shame that Flood hasn't officially come back, you know what I mean?
You can't miss the mess now. Your first job's to get rid of all that ugliness. And remember, we'll be watching you, pal. We'll know if you start slacking off.
Funny enough, you can literally just slack off and they never tell you anything. I mean, the first time I played it, I thought they really were going to be like policing you. They literally don't. You can do whatever you want. They don't get in the way. So yeah, this looks really nice actually. Wow, yeah, this looks really pretty. I like it. I like how it's playing. Like I said, it feels smooth. I like how it looks, especially on my like big TV. Yeah, not bad. I mean, I think I've seen people emulate it and they've played it at some like really crazy resolutions and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like once again, could Nintendo have done better? Yes. But still, I'm happy with what we have. It's just, it feels nice to just be playing this, you know? Like, it feels good and looks good and stuff. And, oh man, like I was saying, some people do not like Sunshine. I love Sunshine. I just feel like the control and everything, I just think it feels like so good. And it feels so awesome to just, the way you can traverse the world and, like, look at this. You can just... For anyone who doesn't know, you can just spray the ground, you can like slide, and you pick some speed, and you do a flip, and you can do like a freaking triple jump. which I'm gonna try to get the triple jump going. And then you can like use it into a slide and then jump, and you can get the speed, and you can like parkour off walls and stuff. Like, I think this game's awesome. And then there's like the spin jump, and there's a jump you can do where you're spraying. It's just awesome, man. I love this game. Honestly, like I said, it's not just nostalgia eater because it was like the first game I owned. Although that's probably why I have like a really big soft spot for it. But as in general, I just think it's a really fun, well put together game. You know? So yeah. I took some damage, of course, but let's try to clean some of this up. And this is where I'm saying it's really cool because you can do this. For anyone who doesn't know. And see, it helps clean like a big area around you, which is cool. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, I guess as I'm gonna sit here and try to defeat this boss or whatever. Oops, my controls are a bit wonky. Yeah, I think it's a shame that they've never come back to this setting. Or if not even like this setting, you know, just another island or whatever. It's a shame that they've never gone back to the idea of like Mario. Okay, yeah, I think the controls might be a bit inverted. They feel a bit wonky. So that might take some getting used to, unless I can find like a setting for it, you know? But yeah, as I was saying, I think it's a shame that they've never gone back to the setting of Mario on vacation. Like, think about it. There's like all sorts of islands you can make him visit and stuff he can do, and especially with like all the technology and stuff, you can like do so much. Like, think about what they did with Odyssey and like what they did with like Galaxy and stuff. They could make it so that maybe there's like a part of the island, or maybe like on one part of the island there's like snow, and then on another part of the island, I don't know. They can do all sorts of stuff, you know? Because yeah, I mean, wouldn't it be weird to return back to Island Delfino? I mean, probably, because I feel like we did kind of explore it good enough in this game. But yeah, another game where you're like on a different island and stuff, and you're teamed up with Flood once again. I can see it working, you know? I think that'd be cool. A little too early. There you go, I got shim in his mouth, but that was a little early. So it should be just one more hit. Perfect. And as soon as you defeat him, all the mess goes away. And yeah, we reveal one of our little gateways. Because in this game, it's all about little gateways to different areas of the island.
Princess, look! On the statue's head!
Mario?
Yeah, so this mysterious Mario-looking man with the paintbrush that is making our lives miserable. So yeah, I wonder who it could be. If we never played the game, it is actually pretty interesting the first time you play it and you see who it is. It's actually kind of interesting. It was kind of like, oh, I didn't see that coming.
Mario.
But yeah, so I'm probably gonna skip ahead to this part. I always find these boring, and there is quite a few levels where you have to do this, where basically you gotta chase the guy down. You gotta like spray him with water. So yeah, see, he's right here. Yeah, I'll admit, I always find these a bit. I've never been too fond of these levels. So like I said, I'll probably skip ahead to where we finally catch him. Right. All right. So after you basically spray him down, he runs over here, and yeah, you spray this, and you jump in, and yeah, that takes us to our first part of the island, our first little portal thing. So yeah, I'm probably gonna play the first level real quick. I'm actually gonna show off something interesting you can do. I don't know if a lot of people know. But yeah, so here he is, causing trouble, and he's in Bianco Hills, which is like a nice little, quiet windmill, little city or whatever, little town. As I was saying, which I think is really cool. So if you look down there, you can actually see where we were. That down there is Delfino Plaza. So we've basically teleported from there up to here. And if you look over there, you can actually see that's a later level called Piana Park. And if you look down there, you can actually see Rico Harbor. So I think that's a really cool detail that makes the world feel like really lived in. You can actually see the different parts of the island that you're going to be visiting. I think that's like really cool, you know. But yeah, in the meantime, I am going to jump over towards the Shadow Mario, as they call him. But I'm going to do something a bit interesting. I like to call it like my speedrun tech. I like to call it my speedrun tech. That, as you can see, you know, there's all sorts of enemies right here. Basically, if you pay attention, this is where the Shadow Mario is standing. And if you take the time to, you can take your time fighting this, another one of those like weird flower-looking bosses. Or you can do... Sorry, I slipped a little bit. Or you can do this. Clean this up a little bit. Or you can do this, where you go here, you use this rope, and you just keep going. And this is really funny because if you look at the very top, I don't know if I can see it from here, can you see at the very top? I don't know if you can see the intro, but there's an enemy called Petey Piranha up there, and you're not supposed to face them until level 2, but something that I discovered is that, yeah, you can totally skip the first mission, and you can totally just skip ahead, and you can fight Petey Piranha right now. So that's just something I thought was really interesting, so I'm just going to do that now, especially because I think that Petey Piranha is a much more interesting boss than, you know, having to fight another one of those, like, you know, goop flowers. So yeah, I'm gonna skip ahead and I'm gonna fight Petey Piranha real quick. So I'm heading up there. Alright, you jump on here, and then yeah, right now we'll see him. He's gonna be standing at the very top. Which actually, I don't know if Petey Piranha is a boy or a girl, honestly. I'm not too sure. But the point is, he, she, they will be right up here. See, there we go. There's Petey Piranha with a little shine sprite on top of their head. And yeah, you're not supposed to be able to fight him until Chapter 2. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and fight him now. Because yeah, like I said, speedrun tech. Yeah, I've always thought that part too. I've always thought that cutscene's really funny, where both of them just look at each other like they're both like, "Are you looking at this?" You know what I mean? I've always thought that's pretty funny. All right, so where we are fighting Petey Piranha, like I said, out of order. Petey Piranha's pretty easy. Basically, yeah, they swing their heads so don't get too close. And then what you want to do, you have to wait for them to open their mouth. Just clean up all the stuff you can. Wait for them to open their mouth. And I messed up a little bit. But basically, as soon as they open their mouth, just like unload water in their face. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm kind of missing it because of trying to clean up a little bit. So hopefully I get it right now. I need to run. There we go, see? So you fill them up. You want to switch to the other nozzle just in case. You jump, you ground pound. That's like that. Yeah, you just do that 2 more times. As it is usually with bosses, yeah, it's a rule of 3 thing. Yeah, I keep missing, honestly. I am not really happy with the controls. I'm gonna have to like check that off camera. But yeah, they seem to be inverted, which I'm not too happy about. Yeah, see, I keep like not being able to get there in time because I feel like I'm aiming all over the place and awkwardly. There we go. That's 2. That's 2. I got all my health back, luckily. Alright, like I said, don't want to get too close or Petey Piranha will headbutt you. Alright, and that should be 3. You just gotta stomp on their belly. And there you go. Petey Piranha is defeated. Alrighty, and there you go. And then you just grab the Shine Sprite. And yeah, it's like I said, it's weird because you can totally do it out of order. It doesn't mess up the game at all or anything. It just counts it as if you did level 2. Like if you jump back in, level 1 will still be blank, I believe, and level 2 is done, and then like level 3 is just there for you to do. So yeah, it's just super weird, you know. I don't know. I don't even remember how I discovered that. I think I was just curious one day and just saw that. But that being said, guys, I think that's a pretty good look at Super Mario Sunshine. As you can see, you know, I think it runs pretty good. I think it looks really nice. I think it controls well, apart from the inverted controls, which I will have to check out. And yeah, if you guys haven't played this game before, I definitely think it's one of the underrated Mario games. I think it has like a lot to offer, despite being kind of the black sheep where it's a kind of a weird premise. But yeah, I recommend the game. I think that it is a very fun, really good game. But with that being said, I will now catch you guys over on Mario Galaxy, alright? So one moment and I'll see you over there. Alrighty guys, and here we are with the last bit of the collection. We're taking a look at Super Mario Galaxy. Now, Galaxy, I don't know, I guess all the Mario games have a special place in my heart. But I mean, I guess if I just say favorite, it is definitely a tie between Galaxy and Super Mario World. I don't know, it's kind of a mix-up. I think I like the gameplay and like the gameplay like loop of Mario World better. You know what I mean? I think it's just like I like the 2D aspect of it. I like all the power-ups and stuff. Like I think I like World better. That, you know, in that sense. But when it comes to, let's see, press R. How does this work? Okay, I understand. See, this is something I was going to say that I was worried about. And just as I was saying I was worried about it, it came up. I thought that you could use a Pro Controller for this game. I thought I had read that somewhere that no, you know, you don't have to worry about motion controls. You can totally play it without motion controls. Unfortunately, it seems like that's a lie. I had to pull out my, whatchamacallit, Joy-Cons, because apparently, no, you will have to use motion controls, which, you know, I'm not too fond of motion controls, honestly, so that is a bit lame. So I feel a bit lied to, that kind of sucks. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of motion controls, so that's kind of, you know. But, I mean, I don't know, I guess I'll do the best I can to play through it, you know. But, yeah, as I was gonna say, though, Mario Galaxy, I think, while I like Mario World more for, like, the, I don't know, like, the gameplay and stuff, I really like the story of Galaxy. Like, it doesn't have a lot of story, to be, you know, fair, but, like, just the setup right here. Every 100 years, a comet appears in the skies above the Mushroom Kingdom. The comet was so large one year, it filled the skies and sent countless shooting stars raining down. Like, just listen to that music and look at that, like storybook feel, and, like, I don't know, there's just something about this game I think is really special when it comes to the story, you know? It says, the Toads brought the shooting stars to the castle, where they became a great power star. It should have been a very happy time for the citizens of the Mushroom Kingdom. That was the night of the Star Festival, held once every 100 years to celebrate the comet.
Dear Mario, I'll be waiting for you at the castle on the night of the Star Festival. There's something I'd like to give you. From Peach.
I don't remember if we ever find out what she wanted to give us. I mean, other games, you know, she said she's gonna make us a cake. Here, I don't know if we ever find out what she wanted to give us. I just thought about that. But yeah, the game looks awesome, which, you know, it already was quite a looker even back on the Wii, honestly. So, yeah, this looks pretty good. Looks pretty nice. What I was gonna say, yeah, sure, it doesn't have a lot of story. I mean, it is a Mario game. It's not like Mario games are, like, filled with story. But I do like the setup, and I just like some of the motifs in the game and stuff. Like, number one, love the music. I love that little sad track that was playing earlier when they show, like, the storybook thing. I mean, there's a part later. Obviously, it's, like, way later. But anyone who's played it, you know what I'm talking about. There's a part where you meet Rosalina. and she has like a storybook, and she's reading to the Lumas, and it's hinted that the little story she's telling them is actually her past. And that thing, you know, actually, like, wow, it kind of gives you the feels. The little story it portrays is like really sad, you know what I mean? And like you couple that with the music, and it's just like really well done. And yeah, I just like the story in the sense that, yeah, there's like this festival going on, and then Bowser crashes it, as you can see. And I mean, yeah, it's up to Mario to travel the universe, like literally the galaxy, to save Peach. Like, how much more epic can you get than that? You know what I mean? So that's why I just think the story of this is like really cool, you know? And apparently we didn't really like know it, but she found a Luma, which we find out later like the little guys that help Rosalina, who's like this like galaxy overseer. Basically these little Lumas help her keep watch of the galaxy, and they can transform into all sorts of things, and yeah. Oh, and Toad's supposed to be protecting her, and they just like hide behind her because they're a bunch of cowards. Like, she really needs to invest in better security, you know what I mean? So yeah, Bowser over here just freaking with the oh, that's right. How do you? No, I can't do the spin yet, I think. If I remember, I have to like get the help of a Luma to do the spins. But yeah, as you can see, everything's in chaos, so that's sad, but it's kind of funny watching the Toads run around. Not gonna help. Not gonna lie. This princess is just up ahead. So yeah, all these poor Toads just getting frozen and stuff. It's kind of sad, but I don't know. It's kind of funny just seeing all these Toads freaking out at the same time. So whatever. All right. And yeah, this is where Princess Peach just gets abducted by a UFO. I mean, like I said, Bowser just fronting with his freaking airships and a UFO and stuff. I mean, I don't know, man. You gotta admit, Bowser is resourceful. Like, the dude, I mean, he doesn't get the job done since Mario always stops him, but he always has plans up his sleeve, like, and resources. So, like, good for him, you know? Yellow Toad's just freaking out. It's awesome. It's so weird because I wonder if canonically this is supposed to be the same castle from like 64, you know? Like, I always wonder if the games do connect, because this doesn't really look like the one from 64 at all. You know what I mean? Especially how it's surrounded by like this little like town. So I always wonder about that. Is it just supposed to be a different castle? Is it supposed to be the same castle? Like, how does that work, you know? So I didn't really notice it before, but some of these games are kind of brutal with the intros and how they basically try to just kill Mario off. Like in this game, Mario just gets like blasted into space. He could have just died. And then like in Odyssey, he also gets blasted from like an airship and like his hat gets destroyed and it looks like he's dead, you know what I mean? So like, yeah, someone just has it out for, I mean, I know who has it out for Mario, it's Bowser, you know what I mean? But I feel like Nintendo has it out for making it look like Mario's gonna die. So it says, finally you're awake, let's play. So yeah, just the very... This is what I'm talking about. The music is just so... I don't know, the music, there's just something special to it in this game. It's just so weird. And you couple that with like the fact that... I don't know, it's just like such weird, lonely settings, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's why the game hits me so hard. Like, the music just sounds special. The settings just feel very, like, solitary and, like, lonely. And then... I don't know, I don't know. I'm just trying to get my thoughts together, you know what I mean? But yeah, so we have to find these little bunny guys. So they're definitely around. So you just have to run and catch them. Come on, come on, come on, Mario. So that's one. So this is kind of a throwback to Mario 64. Except that here, they're actually little Lumas in disguise, which is interesting. So yeah, he says one of them's in the crater. So let's jump in the crater. Alright, maybe it wasn't that crater. I don't think I saw anybody pop out. There should be another crater, right? Let's see. And yeah, in case you guys hadn't noticed, the gravity is just so weird in this game. That's what makes the game so special. That yeah, look at the gravity. It's just super crazy. Alright, chase after this bunny. Alright, that's number 2. And this one talks about hiding in the pipe. So yeah, they gave you clues to where the other ones are at, so... Alright, there's the third bunny. So we catch them. And there you go. Cute little bunnies. I like them. I like the little designs. Oh wow, you call all of us? Maybe you really can help Mama. So I hinted to her earlier, and luckily I am glad Nintendo did keep her, and she has shown up in like other games since. But yeah, this is where the little Lumas, they're hinting about their mother, and soon enough, you know, you meet her, and yeah, their mother, as they call her, is the mysterious Rosalina, which I think she's one of my favorite, like, recent Mario characters. I just think she's so cool, like, I don't know, like, she's so mysterious, and she's, like, powerful, and she's, like, the observer of the galaxy and stuff, like, everything about her is just really cool, I think, you know what I mean? So yeah, my name is Rosalina. I watch over and protect the cosmos. So while Peach is just getting captured all the time and just being a damsel in distress, Rosalina's over here watching the cosmos, which that's pretty cool. To save your special one, you'll need the power to travel through space. And yeah, I think it's so cool how she calls Peach Mario's special one. I think it's so cool how they put that in the game too, where they make it very clear that, I don't know, like in other games, you know, like they kind of hint at a romance, but in some games it's just like, oh, whatever, you know, Mario has to save Peach because they're friends or it's his duty or whatever. But I like how here they do hint that no, it's because she is special to him, you know what I mean? They do kind of put that in there. They're like, no, she's his special one. And so he's traveling the literal galaxy looking for her. So I think that's kind of cool, you know? Alright, we unlock the power of, yeah, we can shake it or press Y. So this is where they tricked, I think, a lot of players. There was like a thing that got released where it said, like, oh, don't worry, you don't have to use motion controls. Stuff like the shake will now be, like, you know, bound to Y. And that's where a lot of people thought that there wasn't going to be motion controls. So it feels kind of lame that they kind of hid that, you know what I mean? So that's kind of disappointing, but it is what it is, I guess. Alright, hi there, good to see you. I have some bad news though. See, I had a Luma launch all ready for you, but a meteor smashed it up. So yeah, that's one of the common things here, finding the little start chips and putting them together to make these things that launch you everywhere. Like, that's a common thing from this game, you know what I mean? And then another common thing is that there's black holes everywhere, so you have to be careful not to, like, land in them, because if you, like, land in a black hole, like, it's an instant game over. That's another thing that's pretty common from, like, this game, you know? Alright, so I just need one more piece, which is not here. Where is the last piece, actually? Where is it? There it is. Okay, I'm gonna try to get that life first. See about getting that life. Oh, almost. Alright, perfect. And then... there you go. Yeah, it's cool because it makes a little launch star, and then you can use that to just launch yourself farther. That's fun. I like that aspect of the game. I think it's cool. Alrighty, just breaking stuff, getting coins, etc. And yeah, if you look, every time that you spin, you can see the little Luma inside Mario's hat, because apparently it's the Luma that's giving him the power to do it, which is interesting. So yeah, even in this game, kind of sorry. Get me out of here, one of those enemies should have the key. Alright, that's what I was basically doing. I'd probably just miss one of the enemies, that's fine. As I was saying, similar to like Sunshine where you're teamed up with Flood, here too, you have like a little partner or whatever, and it's the little Luma. And there you go, there's the key. And this is the part that I think is kind of weird. I do feel kind of bad for the Lumas. So here you have it, he's a little star guy, he looks happy, just living his life. But then he does this. Yes, he says, I'll transform. And he basically becomes an inanimate object. That is the one thing I do think is weird about this game. I mean, he goes from being like a little alive creature to just becoming an inanimate object. I do think that's kind of sad, you know what I mean? But I don't know, I mean, they seem to not mind it, so, I mean, whatever, I guess. Alright, so it says I have to save his buddy. That was easy enough. Alright, we saved the buddy. There's a pipe. Let's kill this Goomba while we're at it. And yeah, like the freaking gravity and the directions can get kind of wonky. So it takes a little bit of getting used to, you know what I mean? Alright, hurry down here. Alrighty. So it says they've been waiting for me. Because yeah, they want me to help release these grand stars, which they alluded to in the little intro, little narration. Basically, Bowser's trying to use these for his own benefit. So not only do we have to like collect stars, but we have to collect and free these big, they're called, oh yeah, actually I forgot. So you have to hit all these spaces, you have to turn them all blue. But yeah, you have to free all of these, as they're called, grand stars. Yeah, as they turn off the flip switches on the floor to shut down this machine. So I know I missed one. There was one off to the side somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Oh, there might be more actually. Okay. Let's see. Yep, there's one right here. And I guess there's more. There's one right here. And one right here. There we go, perfect. Yeah, and when you get them all, they turn green. That's another thing that they do in this game. You have to play with switches and stuff. There's actually some levels that are really complicated, where you basically the switches are the level, and as you start hitting them, they start disappearing or something like that. And so you have to like get everything as like the planet you're on disappears, which is like really interesting. I remember that was one of the challenges. It's pretty cool. All right, so we got our first Grand Star. So like I said, those are the ones that are like I think one Grand Star equals like a certain amount of like smaller stars, and you use these to well, here you can use them to power Rosalina's observatory, but Bowser, he's using them to power like his machines and stuff. As there, you basically lit up the sun that powers her observatory. And just listen to that music, man. That music's great. Yeah, and it sees part of the ship lights up, which is pretty cool. And then, yeah, so that tells you how many more grand stars you need to unlock. Alright, yeah, every time you get a star, every time you get, every time you finish a level, it tells you how many stars, how many coins, how many star bits you have. It tells you all, like, all the little galaxies you can explore, all that stuff. Yeah, so here's Rosalina. She's standing with her little second in command. It's talking. They're talking about how they need to, basically, if she wants to help you, you're going to have to keep getting these grand stars to basically power her ship, is what she's talking about. Yeah, so welcome to the Comet Observatory. It's my home, and also home to the Lumas. You see, we travel the starry skies. We pass by this area once every 100 years, but we suddenly stopped in front of this planet. A strange force had latched onto our ship, pulling away star bits, our power source, and our power source, power stars. Our ship had lost power, so it entered a deep hibernation state in which it could not move. Those who took your special one picked up the power stars and discovered the power to cross the universe. I mean, how did Bowser figure any of this out? I don't know, but it's another reason I root for Bowser sometimes, because, like, dude gets the job done. I mean, he's out there with ideas and stuff, you know what I mean?
Please.
She does have a request. Yeah, she says the observatory uses the star power. So basically that's where she kind of tasks you with collecting all these stars and grand stars and stuff. And yeah, and then each little dome has different galaxies you can access in it, which is really interesting. And yeah, each little dome is like a different... It's almost like a different part of a house, which is interesting too, since this is their home. So like the first one is the terrace. There's one that's a kitchen, one that's like a bedroom, one that's a garage, I think, just different stuff like that. Alright, so I'm gonna save the game. So far the motion controls haven't been too bad. I mean, it's not too big of a deal. Like I said, I'm not super thrilled about having to use motion controls, but so far they're not too bad. Alrighty. So honestly, guys, you know, I think you guys get the idea. I think I'm gonna cut it here. But yeah, honestly, I think the game looks incredible. I think just the fact that I can play this on my Switch and not have to dig up like a Wii and the cables and the sensor bar and stuff, I think that is great. And yeah, I just think this collection is really nice, you know? It's 3 really beloved games for $60. I think it's not a bad deal, honestly, if you consider having to like track all the games down. And yeah, I just think that, you know, the games run and look really nice. And the games are really fun. So if you've never played them before, I definitely recommend it, you know what I mean? And yeah, personally, like I said, Galaxy's kind of tied for my favorite Mario game, because like the music is phenomenal, the setting, you know, being in space and all the different little planets and stuff is incredible. Rosalina is an awesome character. If you play to the part where you see her backstory, I think she's like one of like the most interesting Mario characters. And yeah, just the whole premise of Mario traveling the galaxy to save Peach. I just think it's like a really sweet story, you know? But yeah, with that being said, guys, there is one last thing I want to like talk about. So I will meet you guys over in the main menu, you know, the title screen of the, you know, whole collection. So I'll see you guys over there in a bit. Jumping over there right now. Alrighty, we are back on the main menu, and of course, the last thing I wanted to show is that not only do you get these 3 games, you know, as part of the collection, but I think it's really cool how you get the soundtrack for each one. I mean, the first one has like 30-something songs, the second one has, I want to say like 50-something songs, yeah, and the last one has like 80 songs. So yeah, think about that. You are getting a lot of songs that you can just listen to. So I just wanted to show that off really quick because like I said, I think these 3 games have incredible music. Like a personal favorite of mine, as I think I mentioned earlier, it has to do with Rosalina's backstory. I want to say it's called Luma. Yeah, this is the song that plays when she's sharing her storybook. I mean, this song just like gets to me. I think it's like really... There's just something so like lonely and like melancholy about it. So yeah, I just want to show off that, yeah, I think it's a really cool feature that, you know, Nintendo didn't have to do this, you know, as much as people like to give them crap. And, you know, I mean, obviously there's a lot of things about Nintendo, don't get me wrong, that are bad. And, you know, I just don't want to get into them here because I am trying to make like a positive video. But yeah, one of the things that I think is nice that, you know, they didn't have to do it, but they included the soundtrack for each game. And I just think it's awesome having the music to just listen to, you know? So I just think that's really cool. And so I just want to share that that, you know, it's 3 games, 3 soundtracks, and I just think that, yeah, the bundle is worth it. I think that it's a really nice little bundle. If you're a Mario fan, I think you'll have fun with it. If you've never played these games before, I think you'll have a fun time, you know? So yeah, I just want to share that really quick. But yeah, this is where I think I'm going to cut the video, guys. My name's Weeb Rabbit. If you like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you didn't like the video, you know, I am trying to learn. This is my first video on the channel. Tell me what you didn't like. Tell me what you think I can improve. And yeah, I hope you guys look forward to seeing stuff on the channel. Like I said, there's going to be LPs and one-offs and hopefully anime discussions and all that sort of thing. So yeah. But yeah, with that being said, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for stopping by, and bye-bye.